Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a segment of creating awareness of what domestic abuse may look like. So, this week's topic is going to be mask off, and this topic is about looking at the different styles of an abuser while they're in their abusive mode. It's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So this week's scripture is going to be from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8, the King James Version. A double minded man is unstable in all his ways. So let's go ahead and take the mask off of these abusive styles of abuse while an abuser is in their abusive mode. Have you ever told yourself, I must be the luckiest person in the world because they could have anyone they want, but they chose me? Or maybe you have told yourself, they are so sensitive, I shouldn't complain so much. Or maybe you've said to yourself, I'm afraid of what they might do next to me. These could be early warning signs that something doesn't feel right in your relationship. The core values of an abuser are verbal assaults on their partner's self esteem, controlling behavior, undermining your independence, and disrespect towards you. The merry-go-round cycle of abuse are professors of love, like love bombing, followed by psychological abuse like gaslighting, guilt tripping, or projection. Styles of abuse while an abuser is in their active abusive mode. So the first style we'll look at is the demand man. His needs revolve around his partner's what you can do for him. He becomes angry and blaming of you. He has a high sense of entitlement. He becomes angry and enraged if his needs are uncatered to or he is inconvenienced. His partner feels nothing they do ever is good enough. You begin to feel like it's impossible to make this demand man happy. The demand man criticizes you frequently around the relationships or things you could have done better. He exaggerates his own contributions and makes you feel ungrateful. He keeps a mental list of his contributions to the relationship and barely acknowledges your contributions to the relationship. He punishes you for letting him down. He punishes you for letting him down. The demand man, if your needs conflict with his needs, he becomes furious and may verbally attack you, saying you're self centered or inflexible. He works hard at telling outsiders how selfish you are and how ungrateful you are. He becomes furious if you make demands on him. He may say, I'm not your servant. You're a typical woman. All you want is my money. Or you're a needy, controlling bitch. He is a mastermind at shifting your needs and responsibilities of him back to his needs and demands of you. If he is unhappy about anything in life, it's all your fault. The demand man's central core values are: I am above criticism, I am very loving and a giving partner. You're lucky to have me. Our next style of abuser is Mr. Right. He is Mr. Always Right. He speaks with absolute certainty. He ignores your opinions. He is the teacher and you are the student. Mr. Right has little value of your insights and thoughts. He seeks to empty out your head and replace your thoughts with his own. He speaks to his partner with condescension in his voice. When Mr. Right argues with his partner about conflicting values, he turns it into a matter of right or wrong, or between intelligence and stupidity, with you being the stupid one. He ridicules and discredits his partner's perspective so he can escape dealing with it. Whenever his partner stands up for herself, the abuser twists your statements and make you feel absurd. He defines reality in the relationship. He is an expert of your life and how you should live it. He wants you to doubt your mental judgments so he can control you better. He is especially knowledgeable about your faults. He likes to inventory what is wrong with you, as if tearing you down is the way to improve you. He may even straighten you out in front of other people as a way to humiliate you. He may go even further by ruining plans or going places without you and say bad things about you to other people. If he is physically abusive, he may throw things at you, raise his fist, or attack violently. Mr. Right makes his partner regret thinking you can have your own mind. He tries to tell his partner how to think. His partner feels suffocated under his control as if he is watching everything you do under a microscope. You should be in awe. The central core values of Mr. Right are: you should be in awe of my intelligence. He knows better than you do what is good for you. Your opinions aren't worth listening to or being taken seriously. You shouldn't disagree with me. Just accept I know what is right for this relationship. When you disagree with me, that is mistreatment of me. And if I put you down long enough, someday you will see things my way. So, our next style of abuser is the water torturer. The water torturer assaults psychologically without raising his or her voice, stays calm in arguments using evenness as a weapon to push you over the edge. In a conversation, they may have a smug or sure grin on their face. They use an aggressive tactic argument style at low volume, including sarcasm, derision, or openly laughing at you. They may mimic your voice or make cruel, cutting remarks. They twist things you say beyond recognition to make you feel absurd, especially in front of other people. The water torturer gets to his partner at a steady low level of assaults. The water torturer uses minor acts of violence like shoves, but they do great psychological harm to their partner. They are relentless in their quiet derision or meanness. The impact on you with all these subtle attacks creates anxiety in your partner or makes them feel stupid or both. During an argument with a water torturer, your partner will end up yelling back at you or crying and leaving the room, and the water torturer will say, "See, you're the abusive one, not me." The water torturer will do something to you and then address you dumbfoundedly and say, "What the hell are you talking about? I never did anything to you." Friends and family who have witnessed your interactions may even begin to back him up. They may say, "She just explodes at him sometimes and he's so low key." They will begin to wonder if there is actually something wrong psychologically with the victim of the abuser. If he is physically violent, he may slap you. He does not abuse you in public so as not to tarnish his good guy image or get in legal trouble. He may try to make you feel like you are overreacting to his behavior and he really isn't so bad. The central attitudes of the water torturer are, "You are crazy and you fly off the handle for nothing." He can easily convince other people that you are the problem. As long as the water torturer stays calm, you can't say that he's being abusive. I know exactly how to get up under your skin. And as a victim of these assaults, you may begin to struggle to understand what is happening to you. So this ends this week's segment. Please make sure you like me on all of my social medias. And remember, the abuser can have one or more or some of all of these abusive styles. I do have some other traits I will share with you guys at a later date. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. And if no one told you they love you, I love you.